Yo, what up, what up, what up? What's going on, y'all? Yes, we are back. Again, I don't know if you guys want to call this part 3 or the third relationship, all right? So this is the third relationship, and I want to say this was actually the second shortest, I believe. So, it was a big gap in between the time of me having a girlfriend, all right? By this time, I'm a little bit older now. You know, I got my own spot. You know, everything is everything. And I see she's older, but I see someone in the pool area or whatever. And this was at the time when I was working at the YMCA and Walmart at the time. And when you're in the pool and you have a child with a life vest on, you're supposed to stay within arm's reach of your child. And this young lady, beautiful. Oh my goodness, just gorgeous. Beautiful, gorgeous skin, nice smile. Banging figure. I'm talking about bad. You hear me? Bad. Nice. Just everything on point. I'm talking about no stomach. Nice size. Both just, again, beautiful, man. Beautiful. So, you know, she's jumping up and down or whatever, doing a little exercise or whatnot. And I walk over to her and I was like, ma'am, can you, ma'am, you have to stay within arm's reach of your child. And she said to me, that's not my child, that's my grandbaby. I'm like, what? Literally, my exact words. Could not get a word out. This woman at the time looked like she was younger than I was. Or we could have easily been in the same freaking class. Easily. And I'm just like, man, come on, man. Like, at first, I'm just like, yo, bro, ain't no way. I could not wrap my head around this thing. And she started smiling. She has a gorgeous smile. Has a gorgeous smile, man. So, you know, she kind of smirked at me or whatever. And, you know, at this time, I had forgot all about the damn rules. I don't know if I want to say I think she did. I think she ended up putting her in the kiddie side or whatever, letting her rock. But, man, when I tell y'all, mine was blown. I was sitting up there on that guard stand just tripping. Like, just bugging out. Like, man, 2 plus 2 was not equaling. It doesn't equal 4. Like, what do you mean it don't equal 4? Like, what? Like, I'm questioning everything. Anyway, I guess, you know, she like what she's seen or whatever. You know what I'm saying? A young man that can handle himself. So she walked up on me when I was in the gym lifting weights, like right after. I'm still trying to wrap my head around this thing. I'm up here trying to work out, but thinking about this mess, I'm just like, bro, am I tripping? So she walks in. You know, she got her tights and stuff on. I'm like, man, she look gorgeous. And the guys were drooling. I'm talking about drool. I'm like, man, y'all need to chill, bro. I mean, she fine and all, but you know what I'm saying? I mean, she fine, but she, you know what I'm saying? I ain't gonna say she ain't all that, but she, I guess. I ain't gonna let her know that, but anyway. So she's walking past. I don't see her. I ignore her, whatever, blah, blah, blah. She walked past me like 5-6 times. Did not say anything to her. Completely, like, ignored her. Because she was trying to make and lock eye contact with me. I'm like, I ain't gonna look at you. All these other dudes in here thirsty, but I promise y'all, hey, I don't care how pretty you are. I don't care how gorgeous you are, how good you look, how many people sweating you. I will never be that guy. Ever. I don't care how bad you is. And she was bad. Anyway, so She had it going on, but dadgummit, I got it going on too. Had to beat on my chest real quick. KD got it going on too, dadgummit. So I guess she's about to get out of there, and she finally walks up and she approaches. I knew it was coming. I knew it was coming when she walked past the first time. I already know that curiosity. Who is this guy? Because everybody in there knew me. Everybody in there knew me. Everybody loved me. Like, oh, this must be somebody. He must be somebody. You know what I'm saying? Quiet, but you know what I'm saying. I still feel that presence. Like, it's just that presence about it. I need to see what's to it. So she walks up on me or whatever, and she was like, "So you really don't believe that, you know, such and such is my grandbaby?" And I was like, you know, we just got to rapping or whatnot, you know what I'm saying? I had a little smirk or whatnot. Started chatting. So she was like, "So you should take my number down." I was like, "No, you can take my number. You know, you can just hit me up whenever." And so that really, she like, mofo. I want to say the N word right now. She kind of stepped back like, do you know who I am? Do you know how many people in here want to talk to me? I was like, yeah. You know, you're more than willing to take down my number. You can, you know, just hit me up whenever or whatever. And she was like, "Okay, all right. I'll tell you what. You know, you have that number ready for me or whatever." So she pulled around. She's like, I'm gonna pull around or whatever. I guess she was trying to impress me, right? She was trying. She was trying to impress me. So she was like, and I'll pull around and, you know, I'll get that from you or whatever. You know, I'm going to go ahead and let you do your thing, let you finish working out or whatever. It's like, okay, cool. So I finished working out. I take my time. Like, but she had to take a shower and everything like that. But yeah, I took my time. I'm like, man, hey, I get out there when I get out there. You know what I'm saying? You're going to be waiting on me. So, anywho, or did I give her? No, that's what it was. I went ahead and gave her my number, and she was like, "I'm gonna drive around. I want to speak to you before I get out of here, whatever. After I get out the shower." It's like, okay. So she go in there, she take a shower. I'm taking my time or whatever. You know what I'm saying? Doing my due, and I'm about to leave out, and you know she shoot a little text message. "Hey, you know, I'm pulling around, blah 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 blah. About how long you gonna be?" I'm like, "I'm gonna be another 10 minutes." I was done with my workout. I was done with everything. I'm gonna be about another 10 minutes. So I come out, she pulls around, you know, she got a brand new 2000 and whatever Corvette. I don't care nothing about that. I wasn't surprised. I mean, I wasn't impressed. Like, one thing about me that, you know, people recognize really, really quick, I can give two ish about your money. I give two ish about the things that you have. I give two ish about any materialistic stuff does not impress me. That stuff does, if anything, it does the complete opposite when you try to push it out there like that. Like, you know what I'm saying? Because I wasn't impressed about, you know, the way that she looked. I wasn't impressed about, you know, how many guys were trying to come up and talk to her, and she was like basically just brushing them off or whatever. I don't care nothing about that, bro. Care nothing about that. So anyway, she pulls up. She sees that I'm not impressed, and you know, she starts talking. You know, I got a house, blah blah blah. Like, that's what's up. But anyway, like what's good? Like, why did you want to talk to me? Like, after what was so important that you couldn't wait? And she like, who is this mofo? Anyway, push comes to shove, you know what I'm saying? A few weeks go by, we sitting there chatting it up, chopping it up, blah 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 blah. We end up, you know, linking up a few different times. You know what I'm saying? We end up going out, you know, just hanging out, chilling or whatever. And, you know, she's fallen in love with Katie and everything about, like, I'm older than this guy, and I have still not met any man that honestly comes close to not just who you are, but everything that you have to, like, that you represent, that you bring to the table. Listen, man, I'm gonna have to get her on. I'm gonna have to get all my, and anybody that's honestly been in a relationship, I'm gonna have to get them back on camera, because it was on my old page. And listen, they always speak highly of your boy. It's the reason why. When your boy in his element, I'm telling him. Anyway, so, hold on. Yeah. So, you know, weeks and weeks pass by, you know what I'm saying? We end up getting together. Yes, we got together. And that was basically almost like putting a stamp on it. Me, in general, just the person that I am, you know what I'm saying, everything that I represent, you know, as far as character, morals, my ambition, all of that stuff balled up into this guy. And then on top of that, he brought two. What? Man, ain't no way in the world. Is this guy real? Like, see, I do believe that they be asking themselves that question. Is this guy real? Ain't no way in the world. But she ended up falling madly in love with your boy, which is completely understandable. You know what I'm saying? But, you know, she tried to get me to come stay with her. I was just like, listen, you know, we cool, we kicking it, we in a relationship, blah, 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 blah. We hanging out, we enjoying each other. I still need my crib. You know what I'm saying? You got a house. And that's honestly something that I want to have. Well, you know, you can save money. Listen, that's not me. That's not who I am. I'm working. You know, I got my own place and all that other stuff. Right now, I am basically building my credit. I want to say I was either going through Napa or I was going to think about going through NACA or something like that. So I was like, yeah, that's out of the question. Respectfully. Like, I appreciate it. Appreciate the helping hand, but I don't need no help. I'm good. So do I want to get into the reason why we end up breaking up now, or do I want to listen, man? This I just want to tell you guys, like, listen, great person, and let me put a little bit more context. So she honestly didn't have children. I'm not gonna say why she didn't have children, but she didn't have children, but her husband did. And she basically kind of adopted that, what's the name or whatever. But no, she didn't have any children. Body was on point. Had a good head on her shoulders. You know, had her priorities in order. Great woman, man. Like, and people always said, you know, how well we look together. And this young lady, again, I got older now, so some things changed about my expectations for women and how it is that you're supposed to present yourself. This was one of the first grown women that I actually dated. Every single day that she stepped out, always on point. You hear me? Hands, feet, toes, always done. Every week she got her nails and she got her feet done. Every week, always on point. Every day that she stepped out, there was not one time that you would catch her out the house, even till this day, that she steps out the house looking crazy. Never catch her with a bonnet on her head. Ever. Not unless she going to bed. And even if she didn't wear a bonnet, she wore a scarf. A silk scarf. She put that on, as soon as she get out the bed, that thing comes off. Honestly, did not see her in a scarf until I spent the night, bro. And I went over her house a lot before I actually got the opportunity to spend a night. But great woman, man. Great woman, faithful. Every lady that I have spoken of so far is complete, like, faith. When it comes to being faithful, no question. No freaking question, man. Great freaking women. I choose my women very, very carefully. And understand, I don't just give anybody that girlfriend title. Own up until this point. All right, we're gonna talk about that a little bit later on. But own up until this point. I don't just give you that girlfriend title. You have to show me. You have to show me that you're going to be the best representation of yourself, because you not only represent yourself, but you represent me when you stepping out. Anyway, always on point. Always on point when she stepped out, man. And I'm trying to figure out, make sure I didn't leave anything else out before I get up out of here. Anyway, so, you know, we kicking it. You know, I'm spend a little bit more time with her or whatnot, man. We go out, man, and this is the first time. Listen, we went out one time, and it kind of threw me off because I didn't know what the hell was going on. All right, this is not Katie. This is not my element. This is not what I do. But she was just trying to show me how confident she was about herself, about me, and how, listen, I already know none of these women can take you from me because I know what type of guy you are and I know what type of woman I am. That was one of the first times that I've honestly heard and was really able to witness something like that. Like, really. We went to a club. We chilling, vibing or whatever, whatnot, what have you. A little Jamaican spot. You know what I'm saying? Getting a little reggae, doing a little dance or whatnot. Hey, listen. When your boy get on the dance floor, ain't nobody touching me, fam. Ain't nobody touching. Nah, let me stop. I'm all right. So, I'm dancing. And she was like, you see those two women over there? I feel like those women been checking you out. I was like, oh, wait a minute. All right. Is this the crazy side about to come out? Like, what's going on? Anywho, she was like, yeah, I think those two women are checking you out. So I'm just sitting there, I'm chilling on the dance floor, just doing my little two-step or whatever. I told her, don't do nothing crazy. No. That's not me. That's not, I'm not gonna tell y'all what my nickname was that she gave me, but yeah. She called my nickname like, listen, you know me, I'm not that type of girl. It's like, yeah, you're right. So I let her rock out or whatever. But I'm sitting on the dance floor, you know what I'm saying, enjoying myself doing my two-step. And I feel somebody behind me, but I feel a butt behind me. It's not no lit butt, it's a butt. And I turn around and I see one young lady, and then I turn around to the front. I don't know how she slid up on me. But she put two of those women on me. One grinding on the back, one grinding on the front. And at first I'm about to push them. Hey, what you doing? Until I seen her smiling like, get it. I'm like, what? What? Huh? Like, I don't even think I even end up dancing. I was just sitting there, kind of like in shock, like, what the heck? It's like, I like to see, you know what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying? I know you can dance. I like to watch you dance. But anyway, so that was kind of weird to me, man. That was a very. I was just like, bro, I'm not that type of guy, man. I prefer nobody not to be in my area like that. That area belongs to you. I don't, Anyway, so again, we kicking it, and this is when things go left, guys. Dang. Man, this is when things go left. So, and I could have overreacted. I could have. But in her previous relationship, some things happened with her ex. And, I understand she was still hurting from that. And, she had to protect herself. Completely respect it. And again, I take full responsibility for us breaking up and all the other stuff. But listen, you can put it all on me, fam. I'm cool with that. Anywho, so she's chilling, she's vibing, she's on the phone with her aunt. I'm downstairs. I don't know if I was cleaning up or what. And her house was spick and span. This was one of the cleanest. This was one of the cleanest women I have ever met in my life. You hear me? Older woman that was on point with every freaking thing. I'm just like, yo, bro, who sent you, fam? Who sent you? Somebody sent you. Somebody told, like, this is what Katie likes. This is what you need to do. If you want to keep him around, do this, that, and the third, or whatever. Make sure your house is always clean. And she always kept my clothes washed, man. I'm like, I can wash my own clothes. No, as your woman, I'm going to do this. Allow me. Please allow. And was so, man, she was so patient. She was super freaking kind, man. Sweet. Like, everything wrapped up like a doggone pig in a blanket, man. Like, listen, I'll bust some pigs in a blanket down. Anyway, always on point. So y'all know y'all wondering, like, so why you leave? Like, why did y'all stop talking? So, again, I could have overreacted. I probably could have. I don't know. But she's upstairs. I'm downstairs doing my thug thing and whatnot, what have you. And she's on the phone talking to her aunt. And, it's on speakerphone. It's on speakerphone, so I can hear, you can hear both of them. And I believe the door was, I don't know if it was open or if it was cracked. Anyway, so, and she had a big house, right? And it was just me and her there. She didn't have any children. So I'm going upstairs to go brush my teeth, take a shower and get ready to wind down for the night. And I actually have some clothes and stuff at her house. Please keep a shirt here, keep something here. Like, I don't want you, coming over here and living out of that bag. Like, just please. Always so patient, always so nice, always so kind. Just keep some stuff here. For me, can you do that? Like, all right, I'm willing to do that. So anyway, I walk upstairs. She has a conversation with her, what's her name, and she's telling her aunt how great of a guy I am. I'm talking about bragging, how great he is. Like, this guy is, he's one of a kind, sweet. He does this, that, the third. He works out. He takes care of himself. He cares about me. I feel safe. I feel protected. Like, this is one of the times that I feel like I don't need to tote my gun. Like, he gives me that type of security. And when it comes to women, like this, I've taken him out and I've watched him. He don't even look at other women. It's so freaking weird. It's like, as young as he is, you do not expect any guy his age or even around his age to have that type of mindset that he does have. And I'm thinking she's just bragging on me, but she's actually kind of defending me. So her aunt is basically telling her, listen, you put all of your eggs in a basket with that last, and she was like, look, LaCarrie is nothing. I mean, nothing like him. They have nothing in common. And she was like, remember, you put all your eggs in a basket and blah, blah, blah. Now, aunt, like, I'm sitting down, I ain't gonna lie, I started listening to the conversation because I'm just trying to figure out, like, at first I was, kind of like patting myself on the back, like, this is stuff that she has told me, though. Like, we've had this conversation and she has said this to me before, but it feels good when somebody is bragging about you to someone else and you're not in the room. Like, she don't even know that I'm listening right now. And this is how I know that she wasn't listening, and you guys will know as we get, a little bit more into the conversation. So, or a little bit more in the story. And she was like, you were with someone for, I don't know if they were together for like 15 or 20 years, guys. Yes, a faithful woman, 15, 20 years. I'm not sure how long they were married. But yeah, you were with a guy for 15, 20 years, faithful, put all your eggs in one basket. You wanted to have children. You didn't know why. I don't want to put too much of our business out, but you're thinking that it was you. But, and again, I understand that women are very emotional, and I understand that some women can be persuaded, but she held off. I'm talking about, I sat on that doggone stairs for a little minute, and I was about to walk away. I was like, okay, I've heard everything I've heard. This woman has defended me up, down, around, side to side. And ladies, as a guy, men love that, will eat that up, will ride with you into the ends of the mother freaking earth. If there's ever a time that somebody is trying to question you about your man and you checking them a family member that you confide in and you trust and you love and all these other things, but you still riding for that man, and he catch notion of that, man, listen, he catch a whiff of that thing, listen, there is nobody on this earth that can take your freaking place, especially if you vet a man correctly and you get with the right guy. I promise you, you do something like that, signed, sealed, delivered. Anyway, I'm about to walk away, smiling, and I kind of hear her breaking down or whatever. I'm like, dang, like, you know what I'm saying? You got my girl crying. At this point, I'm getting upset. I'm like, man, hey, I got people that can come and talk to your aunt, man, for real. Like, word, making my girl cry. But she was like, I know. There is this guy at work. I'm like, dang. And although, I don't talk to him, it's, he's still a nice guy and all that other stuff. So I still have options. I'm a pretty young lady. I'm a catch, blah, 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 blah. And I ain't gonna lie, after I heard that, I was like, oh, no, man, no. I did not hear the rest of the conversation. After I heard, what I'm saying, I'm not I'm not putting all my eggs in one. After I heard that, I was like, okay, cool. So you basically telling me that, you know what I'm saying, you're not fully committed, even though, you know, from what I've seen, the things that you've shown me, you know, everything. So I'm like, listen, bro, God sends us signs, and this is not one of those signs that I'm going to ignore. I just don't do that. If you put it in front of my face, then I'm going to take that information, I'm going to move forward. So while she was in there having her conversation, to finish her conversation, I'm taking all of my stuff that I have in her house, because I don't know how this thing can turn out, how I can end up. I'm taking it from out of her house, and I'm putting it in my car, and I'm about to go back to my house. I'm going to have a conversation. I'm not going to leave without us having a conversation. I don't do that. That's childish, and we don't do those things. So by the time I finish packing up, I'm on my last, what's the name? She comes out, hey, babe. Like, hey, what's going on? She was like, what's going on? You know, I'm sensing it's a different vibe or whatever. Like, is everything okay? And I was like, no. You know, respectfully, you know, I appreciate you. I feel like, you know, this was a dope relationship. I appreciate everything, you know what I'm saying? And basically, I cannot be with you because I heard the conversation. And she was like, what do you mean? I heard you talking to your aunt. And her jaw dropped. And she was trying to explain, I don't, you know, babe, I don't want to lose you. It's like, listen. You know, the boyfriend, girlfriend thing is out of the question. It's out of the question because, you know, and I basically told her from what I heard, blah, blah, blah. I explained it to her, man, as good as I can put that thing. And she was like, I don't want to lose you. And I was like, you know, if you still want to be cool, you still want to hang out, I'm cool with that. And, you know, she wasn't really accepting it, but, you know, she basically felt like, listen, his mind is made up. And one thing about this guy, once his mind is made up about something, you cannot change it. She knew that much about me. Once I say I'm done with something, it's over for you. It's a wrap. It's a done deal. We can still be cool, still be cordial, but one thing about this guy, when he has his mind made up, it's made up, and that goes for anything. So, you know, we were still cool. We were still communicating. And after this, it's so crazy. After this, I didn't try to ghost her, but I felt it. Like, it's never been a time where, you know, I have parted ways with someone and it did not affect me. I'm just not that guy. You know what I'm saying? Especially somebody that I rock with. Like, I feel like people like that, man, that's some hoe-ish on a whole nother level. People that can honestly just disconnect without any emotion. Yeah, you're running. Ain't no way. So what I did was, you know, I hit her up. I was like, hey, you know, I'm not going to be at the house this weekend or whatever. I'm just going to get away for a few days just to clear my head. But, you know, I'll be back, basically be back online or whatever. And I want to say, I don't know if she was at work or whatever, but it took her a little minute to hit me back. But I'm pretty sure she got the message. And so I turned my phone off and I went to my mom's house. Chilling at mom's crib for the weekend, you know. This is one of the week I don't typically get a weekend off. I was literally working 2 jobs nonstop, every day, all day. And I guess she was blowing my phone up. And so what ends up happening is I'm sitting there chilling in my brother's bathroom, right? And mom's had a huge house at the time in the Ballantyne area, too big for her, because it was just her for a while, and then my sister ended up staying with her for a little minute, and my little brother, he was there, but he wasn't there. And so again, a big house, man. I'm sitting there. My brother had like this little jacuzzi bathtub. Oh my goodness. Heaven, guys. Heaven. And so I'm sitting there chilling, relaxing, listening to music. Got my feet kicked up, got the bubbles just bubbling. And it's in the middle of the day. the middle of the freaking day, man, just kick back, chilling, enjoying the vibes and whatnot, man. And his room is at the back of the house, and it's like up on some. Again, this is a huge house. Brick found, was it brick? I don't know, man. I don't know why that house set up so high. Like, even my tall self, I'm like 6'1" and some change. And his room, it was a one floor, what's the name? I still had to jump up and get in that mug. That's how tall it was. Anyway, I hear a knock at the window. I'm like, am I tripping? Go back to chilling, you know what I'm saying, enjoying my little jacuzzi bath with her. Like, bro, I'm tripping. I need this vacation. I need this. I'm up here. I'm hearing knocks. I'm like, yo, what the there's somebody knocking. And so I look around, and it's only one window in the bathroom. So I go to the window. It's a full-size window now. I go to the window. I look down, and it's her. And I'm like, yo, what the heck is going on? Why? What? Mind you, I got a towel on. I'm just like, yo, bro, who is it? And I'm kind of pissed off, because I'm like, man, somebody's interrupting my time. Like, is this bro? Like, use your key, dude. But I see it's her. I open the window. I'm like, yo, Kate, what's going on? She's like, you weren't answering your phone. Just trying to make sure everything was okay. Like, and again, I understand that, because, you know, you just went through a breakup and you're calling somebody, they're not picking up, and you're talking about clearing your head. They could be thinking anything. And I waited around, you know, just to get a quick response from her, but I didn't get it. So again, anyway, so, you know, she was like, open the window and back up. I'm gonna jump. This woman was athletic. She used to be a bodybuilder, okay? Not one of them cock diesel type bodybuilder. Like, she just had a nice physique, and because it's two different type of bodybuilders, especially for women. Like, you know what I'm saying? It's those women that, again, just look like just cock diesel, and then there's women that are just nice and toned. And she was just like one of those women that's just nice and toned. So she was like, yeah, stand back. And at the time, this woman is in her 40s. She's in her 40s. I'm in my 20s. So she's like, stand back. And this mug done freaking leaped and jumped in the window. I'm like, bruh. But anyway, we end up having a conversation or whatever. You know, she came in or whatnot. We talked. We end up chilling together. For that weekend. But, you know, after that, you know, we kind of slowly drifted, you know what I'm saying, drifted apart or whatnot, man. And I ain't gonna lie, she hit me up, I'm gonna say maybe 5-6 years ago, and was still trying to kick it. And I basically just let her know, like, no, I don't get down like that. Like, it's one thing, if we just cool and we kicking it, that's one thing. If we cool, we kicking it as friends, and you get that girlfriend title, understand this: when your privileges are stripped, my bad, that's it. There is no chance in heck. I don't know why I'm like that. I don't know why I do that. But once you get that title, it's no going back. It's just no going back. Friends, yeah, we cool or whatnot, but yeah, we gonna keep it at that, fam. We gonna keep it at that. No love lost, no none of that. We still cool. But that is it, my friend. But again, man, to this day, I take full responsibility of that particular situation. And although we are not together, still friends, still cordial, still cool or whatnot, man, you know. Yeah, that's about it, man. Her grandchild's gotten older, doing pretty well for herself. She's doing really well for herself, man. You know, even though she hit me up, she's like, you know, there aren't any men out here like you. And I was just like, you know, basically trying to get her to move on and understand you're not going to find anybody like me. There isn't anybody like me. There isn't anybody out here like you. And when you do that, man, you honestly kind of set yourself up for failure. When you try to find people that's going to fit into that mold, or when you try to find somebody that's going to measure up, especially when it comes to me, nobody's going to measure up to me, sweetie. Especially after you done experienced me in a relationship, in a real relationship. You ain't gonna never get nothing like that. Listen, this guy's amazing, okay? Amazing. Nothing short of amazing. Let me stop tooting my own horn. Oh, but anyway, man, these doggone leather seats is getting hot. It's getting hot up in here. But yeah, guys, that is relationship number 3. What do you guys think about that, man? What do y'all think, man? Do y'all think I was wrong? Do you think that I overreacted about that, or do you think that I made a great and sound decision when it comes to like that sign? I feel like that was a clear sign, man. I don't know. Could be wrong, but you know, I live, I learn, and I take full responsibility for my actions, and I believe that I made a great decision. All right, but anyway, y'all let me know what you guys think down in the comments. All right. That being said, man, y'all be blessed, y'all be beautiful, and I'll catch you in the next one. Peace.
Blueberry, Burberry, button-up, tan skin, mixed race, buttercup, Canada weather, got a bundle up. I'm tryna work, she hit my phone, she wanna, whoa.